Hey everybody, welcome back to Half-Ass Gaming. I'm John, and what you're looking at is the Next War. Um, Over there, yeah, Next War. So I've set up for the combined North German plain scenario slash Fulda Gap scenario. Now, if I was doing a campaign of this, you would see a gazillion, maybe more, counters on the board. But all you're seeing right now is what's involved in those two scenarios. So there's your Russian contingent. Doesn't look like they have that many forces. This is what they start the game with. It's hard to see the border right there, but the Russian and East German forces, the East German are the black ones, they really stand out. They really stand out, and they are very, very powerful units. Everything they have is basically in the teens. And what doesn't stand out very well is the NATO units. So, the NATO units, there's nothing up in Denmark because that's not what the scenario calls out for. But what you see up here, the BAOR, the British, they're these dark green ones right there. Those are them. The West Germans are the gray. And then as you move along, let me zoom out a little bit. Back here, you have the Dutch. They're the green, yellow, and then the Belgians have a few units. The blue are the Belgians right there, and good old Fifth Corps is down here for the USA. So these units for NATO really don't stand out. But let me do a quick flyby and pull out. So actually, let me go down a little bit. All right, so that's what you have. Probably this guy down at Stuttgart is the southernmost unit, and then it really doesn't stand out. This right here is that 11th Armored Cav, 11th Armed Cav right there in Fulda. And then you have a mishmash of 5th Corps with German Army units right down here. There we go. Würzburg, 5th Corps, German. Over to Frankfurt, mostly 5th Corps, a lot of German units. Then moving right back up over here into, what is that, Gießen? I actually don't know where that is. Wherever, going along the border, that's what you see right there. And then as you come up, mostly German, there's a Belgian unit in there, and then you run into the BAOR right up in here, these guys. And so their units are primarily, what do we want to say? I'm going to just hook this phone up to my holder so I can talk. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Probably will. So there you can see units from both sides right there. Just turn this shit around. Yeah, it gives you a little bit of what the border looks like. That's a pretty good view right there as it shakes it out. No, but basically these NATO units are basically 3D3, 3D3, 4D3, 1D2s, 4D3, 3D8. So that's pretty much what they are. 4D3s you see a lot of, and 3D3s are pretty much the majority of the NATO units here. And that's what you have, while the Soviet units are let's take a look at them. If you look at the Soviet units, you're going to see units in their teens, 13, 9, 9, well, those are the East Germans, 16, 16, 16, 13, 13. So you guys get the gist. Those are very powerful units. But there is one big British unit on the board. I found that to be kind of different. The one big unit is right there. No, not there. Where the hell is he? He's close. Right there. Is that a 10? That's a 10C15. So it's a 10 right there. I'm assuming that's their attack strength, but that's one big. That's the only NATO unit that's on the board that's double digit. So that's what it's looking like right now, people. It looks like the NATO units are hard to see. They're little 3D3s. There's a bunch of them, but they're little, and that's the initial start of the game. So you'll notice there's nothing in Denmark. There's nothing basically short of Stuttgart in this scenario. So it's just straight up North German plain, Fulda. I'm cutting a lot of shit out of here, and that's basically what I want to deal with. I don't want to deal with Denmark, nor do I want to deal with the Alps and Italy. And like I said, you don't have that many Soviet units, but they are very powerful. And then there's going to be a whole lot of. It's just 12 turns. I'm not going to play that. Um, Obviously, I'm not going to get that far, but there are a lot of reinforcements that will come on, and I haven't put any of the air contingent in here. All this is just units on the board. So yeah, a lot of West German, a lot of Fifth Corps, and then to a lesser extent you have BAOR. There are actually quite a few of them, and then the Belgians. The Belgians have just a couple units, and then Holland has a few more than that. But that's basically what's going on here. And let's just do one more flyover of the map in general. So here we go. I'm going to go right along the border. There's your southernmost unit, Stuttgart and Würzburg. Moving on up to Darmstadt, Frankfurt, there's the southern border of East Germany. There's the Soviets right there, and the East Germans, and there you go. Gießen, moving along the border, right there. Hanover. Numerous NATO units. Let's see if they can. They kind of really don't stand out with the gray and the green, but they're there. And moving backwards in the Holland, and there you go. And that's pretty much how it's going to go. Can't wait to get this going. When I first started setting this up, I thought it was going to be a bazillion units, but then again, that's the campaign game with all sorts of air defense, electronic countermeasures, this, that, and the other, air units. I'm just fighting a bare bones battle to see if I like the system. I don't know if I'm going to like the system. If I do, I may expand it out to a full-fledged campaign. Maybe, maybe not. But that's what it looks like. I'll update this when we actually start moving cardboard. Right, John? Half-ass game, and I'm out. Bye-bye.